Hi guys, welcome to my BrewTracker online. This is a project for Flatiron School. It's the second one I've had to do, so I'm going to do a quick walkthrough to show you what we've created. This is the basic app with using Sinatra to create a backend with database and database tables and associations. So we'll start with our first database table or our model, and that is our user. So a user can sign up if they would like to. And what's nice about this is I've already created this user. If you try to sign up with a user that's already been created, it will tell you an error. So we need to create a bunch. We need to create one that's never been created before. This is user test 3. When you submit, you will be able to create a new user, which will take you to the recipes screen. Recipes are there and can be created by anybody. So you can see them, create them, and access anybody's recipes, which I thought was interesting. You can log out, which is nice. You can log in, and all of this is just the first kind of model that we were working with in the back end. So you can log into the app. From there, you see that you get to the same screen as before, which is just our recipes. All of them have been created by the N. Ralston, which you can see at the top of the screen. That is the current user that has been logged in. You can check out a recipe to see that its ingredients, the grains that it's used, the hops that it's used, what time they're added, other ingredients, the yeast, etc. If you need to, you can edit your recipe. It'll pre-populate what was in there before. If you want to add more hops, you can add more hops, edit the grain. Some formatting needs to be done here. When you submit, that will edit the information and take you back to the original recipe and have the new information that's been input and updated into it. From there, you can start a brew log, which actually creates another model or database. You can see that you've created a brew log up top. The brew log black is beautiful. We brewed it on this date. And it goes ahead and it populates all of that information before. And if during your brew day you decide that you want to switch or do something different, you can do the same thing as with the recipe. You can edit it and change the information so that this brew log is then unique to yourself. Say, for instance, we want to have 2 pounds of sugar or 2 pounds of sugar, and we actually want to add a little bit of maltose to it, making it a kind of a cream stout at that point. We'll submit that. And it'll update, and at the bottom there you'll see that we've actually added maltose into our recipe, which is awesome. So at that point, we can go back and we can check our recipes, and under black is beautiful. If you check out more, you'll be able to go down and it will go ahead and show you your brew logs. If you noticed before, there wasn't a brew log there. And as a user, you will only see your brew logs here. Nobody else will be able to see that. And as well, this edit function is only available because I created the recipe. I'll show you that in a second. If you want to see only beers that you have brew logs for, that you've brewed, you go to Brew Logs and it will populate the recipe name with all of the brew logs underneath it that you've made before. And we will log out and show you that if you are not the creator of a recipe, or if you do not have any, we use test 3 because we made that last, you'll be able to see the recipes because we want you to be able to brew them. But at the bottom, you'll see that there's no brew logs because we haven't made any. And as well, there's no edit button. And you can double check to see if you have any brew logs at all. Since you have none, it'll tell you brew some beer to have some. So I hope that you liked my app. There's definitely a lot more that I could have done with it. there's definitely a lot more that I could have worked with this app to make it better. And in the future, I might just do some work if people are interested.